Good day, everyone. My talk is entitled Below Ground Carbon Stock of Mangrove Stands of a Mining Site in Hinatuan Island, Northeastern Mindanao, Philippines. This is my outline, and this is our abstract. Now, biodiversity in the Philippines is rich. It's considered top 15 most mangrove-rich countries in the world. It is recognized as one of the 17 mega biodiversity countries because of its high endemism rates, varied ecosystem, and mangrove diversity is relatively high. Maintaining 5% of the world's flora, it ranks sixth internationally in terms of the number of plant species. These mangroves play a crucial role in ecosystems or coastal ecosystems serving as significant carbon sinks that help mitigate climate change. However, these ecosystems are increasingly threatened by human activities, particularly mining. The disturbance caused by the mining operations can impact the carbon storage capacity of the mangrove forest, potentially reducing their effectiveness in carbon sequestration. Thus, this study aims to investigate the below-ground carbon stock of the mangrove stands in Hinatuan Island where mining activities are prevalent and compare it to the carbon stock of the natural mangrove stands in unaffected areas. These are our objectives. First, to determine the mangrove characteristics in terms of height and diameter at breast height. Second, determine the variation of soil carbon content with depth in natural and reforested sites. And third, to assess if there is a difference in below ground carbon storage capacity between mangroves in reforested site and natural site. For the methodology, so this is the Hinatuan Island. Particularly, the red star is the sampling site, and this one is Kagutsan or Barangay Kagutsan. Particularly, the sampling site is here in the gray star. So, Hinatuan Island is located in Barangay Talavera, Municipality of Taganaan, Province of Surigao del Norte. It maintains an average annual temperature of 26.7 degrees Celsius and receives around 320 millimeter of precipitation annually. Its soil primarily belongs to the feral soils category, categorized by clay loam composition. Hinatuan Island has a total area of 1,275 hectares and significantly affected by the mining activities. Nickel mining operations in this place have notably been active on the island since 1980s. On the other hand, Barangay Kagutsan is situated within the city of Surigao, still in the province of Surigao del Norte. Currently, the barangay encompasses 12 hectares of mangrove forest. The prevailing climate in the area corresponds to type 2 based on the Corona classification system. The soil type in Barangay Kagutsan is classified as histosols, primarily composed of organic materials. The area is under the protective oversight of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources and the local government unit of Barangay Kagutsan. Now, the field sampling design is that there are three 150 transect lines perpendicular to the beach that was established, each spaced 50 meters apart. Each of the 150 line transect, two 10 by 10 non-destructive quadrats were designated, referred to as zones. A comprehensive inventory was conducted covering 100% of all trees with a diameter of at least 4 cm. For each tree, species were meticulously documented, diameter at breast height using a tape measure, and clinometer for the overall height. These three parameters for each field plot were considered to estimate the soil carbon pool, namely the soil depth, dry bulk density, and the organic carbon content. For the carbon or soil carbon stock determination, soil samples were randomly taken from the two sampling sites using soil corer of 100 cm high and 6 cm in diameter. Soil samples were partitioned into depth intervals of 0 to 30, 30 to 60, and 30 to 90 cm. Samples representing each depth were collected as subsamples and were analyzed for soil carbon content using the Walkie block method. Subsamples also were taken at the midpoints of each depth and is used for bulk density determination. Samples were then oven dried for a cumulative duration of 281 hours at a temperature of 60 degrees Celsius. The dry mass was subsequently measured to assist the calculation of the bulk density using this formula. For the results and discussion, now this is the mangrove composition of the two sites. Rhizophora apiculata dominates both Lipata and Kagutsan areas, accounting for 85.70% and 71.80% respectively. The Lipata site has a total count of 171 individuals, while the Kagutsan site has 206 individuals. Figure 4 is the mangrove diameter and height distribution. Figure 4a shows the Kagutsan site has a greater number of individual mangroves compared to the Lipata site. Figure 4b, similarly, the height of the mangroves in the Kagutsan are taller, indicating that they are more mature compared to the mangroves near the mining site. Based on the diameter at breast height, both the natural and rehabilitated sites show similar average DBH of 6 cm. For figure 5, this illustrates the soil carbon content increased with depth. Now, it is in the 50 to 100 cm depth where significant difference of soil carbon was observed compared to the shallower depths. For Lipata, post-hoc comparison using Tukey's HSD test indicates that the soil carbon content of the rehabilitated site at depth 50 to 100 is significantly higher compared to the 30 to 50 cm, 15 to 30 cm, and 0 to 15 cm. In Kagutsan, the soil carbon content is also lowest at 0 to 15 centimeter. Significant difference was also observed in the soil carbon content between soil depth. Based also on the post-hoc Tokes HSD test, 50 to 100 cm is significantly higher compared to the shallower soil depth. No significant difference was found in the average soil carbon content across the transect, traversing from the landward to the seaward zones within each of the natural mangrove sites of Kagutsan and the rehabilitated site of Lipata. Finally, comparing the mean DBH, height, and carbon stock of mangroves provides an insight of the mangrove stand carbon sequestration potential. The mangrove rehabilitated site of Lipata has similar mean DBH, height, and below ground carbon stock with Kagutsan. Hence, the rehabilitation efforts of the Lipata site in Hinatuan Island must be continued and should also be implemented in the nearby damaged mangrove ecosystem. Thank you and good day once again.